Good afternoon, everybody. So, after the entire day, I'm back with you all to share something, helpful for you and for me as well to improve our overall communication skills and particularly the English spoken, right? English spoken language. So as I have changed the kind of style of finishing my this portion of recording a video in English, I have shifted from random topics to some related topics with English language. So uh, one thing that I would like to share today is it is also a part of my this challenge to figure out, maybe from reading or anywhere, maybe it may be from social media, it may be from my general activities. I have to pick any three words that I didn't know, right? Those three words must be new to me and they must be kind of, easy to use. So, in today's session, I'll be sharing about 5 words that I have learned recently, like yesterday or a day before yesterday, okay? But I won't be able to share the words which I learned today because I haven't written them, right? So let's start. The very first word that I have or that I have learned very recently is tribulation. I have a tribulation, right? It's a noun. And before we go on the meaning of this word, let me tell you from where I have learned this word. So, as reading was also one of my activities to finish under this ongoing challenge. So, as I have already told you that I'm reading a book titled Life's Amazing Secrets by Gaur Gopal Das. So I was reading one of the chapters in that book, as I do regularly, and where I found this word tribulation. And if I quote the exact sentence by Gaur Gopal Das, so this was, I have to face the tribulation of washing clothes. So it's not something we need to discuss about. He was sharing his story by using this word tribulation. Now let's come to its meaning. What does it mean? It's a noun which means great trouble or suffering. So as I told you the sentence, I have to face this tribulation of washing clothes, right? So Gaur Gopal Das didn't feel comfortable in washing clothes, using old school method. So he used this word and I learned from there. So maybe I know that this word might be new to you, or it may also be right new for me and for you as well. So now we have learned its meaning, and if I make my own sentence using this word, so my sentence would be to learn a new language we need to go through multiple tribulations, right? Because it's never ever easy to learn a new language, that to be from the scratch, that it's not your own language and you have to learn it completely from the very start. So it is kind of a difficult thing, but with practice it something which we can learn, not just learn, but we can also master any language, right? So the another word for today is proximity. It is also once again a noun, the meaning of which is the state of being near to somebody or something in distance or time. Which means, so proximity is an advanced word. A modest word for this is closeness. So yes, I learned this word from the book itself, and there was a lesson in which I learned that proximity can sometimes ruin our relationship, or they can, proximity also can impact your relationship uh, negatively. Obviously it helps your relationship, but if you are not able to communicate well, communicate good enough to whatever you are communicating, so proximity can also influence your uh, relationship in a negative way. So proximity is just what? Closeness. Okay, then another word is ordeal or deal, right? So its pronunciation may vary. Even I am learning its pronunciation. What does it mean? So it means a very unpleasant or a difficult experience. Once again, I won't mention it every time, but yes, this word also I have learned from my reading book. And ordeal is a unpleasant experience. For example, I would say one day I was talking to my head in the school, and suddenly I don't know why he said, "You don't deserve," and the deserve word hits in my mind, and I said, "Sorry, excuse me, sir. I mean, you can't say like this, right?" So but then he explained whatever he wanna say. So that experience was not good for me at all. It was terrible. And so I can describe my experience with the help of this word ordeal. I can say that was my ordeal, right? Which means it was my bad experience. Whatever I felt while talking to him was something that might get my morale down, but I didn't let it. Okay, so yes, the another word for today is shrine. It's very simple, sweet, understanding, easy to understand. A place where we pray. Okay, we go to pay, go to pray. For example, so instead of using if you are writing something and you want to refer to a place where we pray, where we worship, you can use this word shrine. Because see what happens, there are different names to shrines in different cultures. For example, for hindus it is temple, right? For muslims it's mosque, and for Christians it's church. So instead of referring these different names, although they mean the same, that the place of worshipping, but it carries, but these words like temple, mosque and church carries a cultural significant with themselves. So if you want to be neutral in your writing, you want to sound unbiased in your writing, you can use this word shrine just to refer the place of worship. The last word but important word for today is extempore. What is extempore? So it is once again a noun, and extempore is an unprepared speech. Okay, when you delivered a speech without any preparation, right? You haven't prepared a long list and you delivered that, so that speech is extempore. So simply a speech delivered without any preparation is an extempore. So with this I have finished 5 words, and luckily I'm finding this way of discussing vocabulary with you all. I'm finding this very helpful for me as well, because it is gonna help me in memorizing, in retaining my memory these words. So if I write them and then I discuss them with you along with examples and meanings, it's gonna help me abundantly, right? So with this, let me wind up this session for today. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Bye bye.